Smoke and one flash. It's going to be on Nikki to deploy that counter flash, really to give these USPs an advantage.
Well, there's a flash in for Blocker to work with, and there's a perfect start as well. 2 headshots come out. A third really could be there, but it's damage. Well, it's Neelan and Mao, in fact, to find kills back so quickly. It becomes a 3-on-3, and unless Syman really get another kill, it might be a struggle. Mar takes out his opponent, and Patrick might just rush to find this low.
Mo on just 23 HP. Mom on his back, but he's been taken out. Thankfully, Chaos can react. Hit is not coming through, and they are in turn going to both have to push the A bomb site into perhaps the crosshairs of this waiting T-side USP. No body armor to work with, so he has to fall back onto the main angle and wait for the aggression. He can't stand true though, and Fate take that opening pistol.
They weren't really in a rush into the site, and they are now starting to work their way up towards shore. A peek by Blocker was mostly damaged in the T-sided direction. Mar, in fact, does open things up. Molotov, not enough to really flush Blocker off the angle, but there's the flash and there's the kill. These AKs doing really little work so far, and realistically, the M4 and Scout have done so much more work so far.
This B bomb site is looking so well drilled from Fate at the moment. The flashes are coming in at the perfect time. MP9 can't win its gunfight, and that'll allow Khaled to at least get 2 kills with his AK. Any more would certainly be a bonus in the round as he hunts around for Nicky's M4. On just 5 HP low, surely they shouldn't fall down. Harm kills Marv with his HE grenade, which actually misses there.
Blocker for now hasn't had to move away, nor has Patrick really towards B, but this is going to be key. This entry is huge, in fact, and the York can't even trade. Hearn, he's been struggling in some of these shots, and there's your 2 entry kills, maybe now towards A. Now you want to work with it, but the bomb, in fact, heading towards B. Fate, they're not even giving this up, and if there was a kill in that, there might have been a chance, but Patrick had to do so much more work. Finally, Syman responds.
Wants to force the opening pick into Fate's favor. As time ticks down, they are going to explode on Blocker, and Patrick are the men who have to stop it.
Well, Patrick, in fact, does find the initial one. In fact, it's a late trade, if anything, but still something that Syman can work with on top of that kill with Chaos. It means that now sight is theirs more or less, and M4 might be left to deny something, but Nicky can do nothing, in fact. So Norbert and Neelan, they now find the kills a lot more confident, a bit more comfortable.
Side the bomb sites. 3 rounds on the board for the team. Then as Han can't even stay alive to save his M4 forward. It'll have to be the eco now from Fate regardless. No hero rifle.
Well, it's going to be only 2 players defending this B site, in fact, so Syman might get a slight advantage if they can get even just 1 kill off of this. The Molotov doesn't connect. The flash from the T side just allowing Nicky no chance, and Blocker and co, they might just even have to save this one. There's not really a solid chance they can do much more. Falling.
Poor string of results for this CIS side. Your map pick falls away. Han spawning out the information over towards A long, but he's going to be pushed virtually immediately on this AWP. If there was a time for him to start fragging with it, this would be it. Can't find the opening shot. Flashed off from behind. Optimus still trying to find T players, and he'll get 1 before going down. But that's the site nearly given away until Mar replies, and this flank from Nicky can do huge damage as long as his steps aren't heard. Neelan getting at least 1 opening. He's in so much danger and on such low HP. The rifle of Blocker finds him, swings out for Mo as well, and it's all said and done. Fate pick up the force.
We make an impact, then that's where Syman partly caught off guard, and that's an opening that you want to work with. Her and the CT AWP are now denied any chance early on. Mar has to reposition, and the AWP could have really got something else, but it could be a double peek, and Mar might be in trouble.
Definitely is removed from connector now. The 5-on-3 made into a 5-on-4. Before the 4 men belong to Syman still. They remove the rest of Fate, other than Nicky, who on short can get 1 before he's taken out of the round in turn. They can root these players out. Mo, his AWP, going to be crucial at this point.
Well, in fact, Norbert's found the opening kill for the T side. It's a good trade at least, and Nicky finally works with his team to ensure that Fate might now have a chance to close out the half, and it certainly of late has been an awkward one. Syman have more or less done the work and the hard work to pull themselves back into this, and while it's still not impossible for them to win this, they've at least got an empty site to work with. The B site allows Norbert an easy bomb plant. Nicky and Hearn have to now play retake. It's not one which I'd favour Syman in, with Nicky already finding that opening kill.
Excellent nade usage from Fate there, and it was really the gamble aggression on A. If Syman had chosen to push B in this round, perhaps things would have gone differently. Instead, Neelan wants to go big on the clutch, and Ma, through Monster, has the perfect angle on the flank. So they will at least have the 1 round lead heading into this second half. But Cade, the man aggressive with the USP, but doesn't spot anything early and knows he can be punished by T-side blocks just as easily. It's Norbert or Neelan from Long who gets aggressive even. And he'll secure the second kill of the round. It was his teammate who got the first over towards B. Cade as well, opening onto Ma. He gets second onto Blocker before falling as well. Nicky.
At least above him, so Norbert could certainly fall if he's not careful. The Glock will push, but Norbert at least read that perfectly. As the defuse, Syman, they do find pistol. 4 alive also means that's a very good start for them. Want to just get the correct angle. Oh, look at the timing. Might have got the third, but Patrick at least denies that, and that's a start that if you're Syman, you desperately wanted.
How does he get both of those players there? And he's in a situation where he can quite easily get none. There's 3 players setting up a crossfire against him. He turns around at the right time and finds both of them out connector. Mo now gets Patrick. Want to make it work. They still want to damage that CT economy. Mo peeking while reloading. Shows you the amount of confidence that he has. He'll eventually lose out the fight against Blocker. And Kios now having the pressure as the flash comes over. It's good. And Fate have control of the A bomb site. At least they had the chance to take control. But Blocker tagged low now has to win a 1 versus 1 against Neelan.
Completely unaware of what's about to happen. I think that's the idea. But a bomb plant is extra money. This started as a 2 versus 4. Now he has a chance. Or he almost had it. To come off better. Neelan and Syman come off better once again. That's the gun round also going Syman's way, and what a start.
Norbert aggressive, waiting on the other side of this smoke to do damage, yet still going to be flashed through by a team. He finds one. He even gets the second headshot. That could have been so much worse for Fate than it was. They look to try and bail out now. Mo missing his opening shot. Is a 3-on-4 in their favor. But look at this aggression from Connector. Cade finds Nicky. They want to put a stop to this now, but Patrick, peeking at long range, finds the deagle kill himself. He's now just on 9 HP, which makes Neelan's rifle so dangerous. It takes him down, but Mars on the flank of the flank, and Mo is being pushed from Blocker at A long. He finds that shot, though, and Mar on 12 HP, the only man who can bail his team out. He's not careful. Here's the steps, though, spots with the jump peak, but on low HP, he still peeks with the AWP. Converts the shot. My word, it's a tense one, but Syman keep a hold of the lead.
An impact, but look behind them. Look at this AK. Without Nicky going for the knife, but in fact, it comes off worse. What an upgrade for Neelan early on.
Oh, but Kios on the A bomb site, he was alone. They gamble stack B, and now it's got to be a 4-on-4 retake from the Syman side. At least they have the AKs and AWP to work with. Long, but this is just such a site to break into. Very limited time to do it. Mar finds Mo as well. It started to go wrong. Cade, he'll get one onto Patrick at the very least. Neelan now opening onto Mar. This gets very winnable as they push into the A site. Time, the only thing will defeat them now. Han gets the opening headshot and the Molotov. Does that cement the round? Counter smoke comes through to extinguish, but the shots still have to land, and Block has found them. It's all over. Surely Neelan has to run away now. Fate pick up 10, and Syman look ahead to the eco. To find the opening head is Cade instead. 5-7 gets 2. How on earth has he found that level of impact? Second kill, completely blind, completely lucky, but it's brought room, it's brought time, and it's brought potential to Syman. They can win this retake now. It has to be played pixel perfectly, though. Norbert falls, but with the AWP still alive, there's still danger for this Fate side.
You rely on the AWP in this scenario. The pistols have to do a bit more work, and unless Neelan gets something else, this might be an impossible one. Luckily, Mal has got a kill back, so quickly becomes a 2-on-2. The last 2 Fate players, I think they've heard, or Neelan's heard this escape, so the A site's going to be compromised.
That's beautiful. Neelan, he dropped a smoke in front of him, baiting Fate into thinking Syman thought it was going to be a B execute, and then he just walks straight through the smoke and punishes them for rotating up connector. He's locked it into the 2-on-1. He's done damage, but He can't find the second kill. Mozorp's in the right place, though, and the hard eco is won. Saved Orp, and big brains from Syman put them on 13 rounds. This from Cade started it all.
They can flash off angles, they can now look to clear, and there is that first one, but the flash, just about comes off better for Nicky.
Mo's now in trouble. He's going to be aggressed from long pretty soon, and they've got the A bomb site. I don't even think Mo should be rotating in here at this point, but they are still going to try and contest for it. Neelan's found 1 and 2. This becomes much more winnable than it had elsewhere.
What started as a tough scenario now becomes certainly a winnable one from Fate's point of view. Patrick falls. Now comes up better. All of a sudden, Syman are finding the kills. The headshot angle is gifting Nicky the chance to maybe get something else. They've got the bomb planted for them. Neelan might need to get one more kill out. It's a Deagle left. It's a kit available. What a retake.
No time.
Oh, I thought they had it.
No time. They get on the bomb just a second too late, and that for Fate, more than anything, it's 100 times harder with a Mag 7 than it is with an auto. But Mo's found the first kill, and the Mag 7 can't quite have the same level of effectiveness. Kios has gone so aggressive with the Deagle, but he hasn't been able to convert the kill just yet. Eventually finds it on Tamar. Mo's got a second with the AWP. It's so crazy. He's got 3 on his own. This was just a money dump from Syman. This was Fate's opportunity to come back into Overpass, and now it all lies on Blocker's shoulders.
Well, at least eliminates a pistol or what could have been a shotgun. All the out of things, the AKR, it's a winner. What a play and what a force by Syman. They shouldn't have been given a chance. What on earth is that? How do Syman win that?
It's all Mo. It's all Mo and his aggressive AWPing. Kios as well in connector, just keeping up the chaos. Look how fast this man is. Aggressed down, finding the second. Why not a third? He sticks around for it. Knows he's being flanked though, and eventually will be put to the grave, but still. This is the difference between a strong CT AWPer and a weak one. You never saw shenanigans like that from Fate, and it's what's really won Syman the game.
Night 10 wants this map to be given up too easily, but Kado can trade. Kios gets another. Nicky, I don't. He's going aggressive. This could all go wrong with this peak here. Doesn't expect the opponent. 16-11. What a start by Syman.
What a start indeed. They get the shock victory there on Overpass and win their opponent's map pick. They're going to wait for the utility to fall before they do so.
Oh, there's a smoke in. Cade does get the initial one, so Patrick is eliminated and pushing forward quickly towards green. Fate, they are going to be forced more or less to have to play retake. There's a kill.
He does get the opening kill on that retake effort. Norbert finding one with the Glock now back. That's the second done on to Blocker. Mark still going huge from heaven. Eventually put down by Norbert though, leaving Nicky alone. Neelan and Eve will get him at range. And that's 1-0 in favor of Syman.
There's an AK and some players in sandwich, but that's an opening which Nicky really wanted. And it is Mo, the man who gets the trade-off.
Ever such a pivotal player on Overpass. Still finding the kills here on Train as well. Might get found himself though if he's not careful. Players on top of the Train certainly hunting him down. Going for a cheeky wallbang, but Norbert will find the next kill of the round. Mo waiting in the wings, looking for the aggressive player on the Train yet still, but the timing just not working out for him. Instead, they shift targets over towards the B bomb site, but Mars got aggressive up the ladder room and dropped the bomb. He's found Mo now as well, and that puts a stop to whatever Norbert was thinking of doing on the B bomb site, flanking into A or anything like that, because now they have the bomb dropped back there. They have to recover, and if Mars smart, he should know there's a player towards B. Otherwise, they wouldn't have taken the bomb back B.
Oh, Nicky gets eliminated. This is still a winnable scenario which they could put themselves in for, but Mar on top should have been a winner. An AK want to send the bomb, and it is going to be a commitment towards A. The smoke, in a way, doesn't give her too much information. It's just an unlucky gamble, really. An AWP, which you certainly can retake with no kit and a flash.
On Overpass, they deal a crippling blow to the Fate economy. They do so with 2 players alive.
For now, an initial AWP shot gave away his position, but a rush in is Norbert's death, in fact, as Patrick comes off better for an initial one, but Mo has been strong, along with Neelan. They might look for both kills, but it's a massive advantage which really the CTs now have.
Mars AWP on the bomb train is what Syman have to find. The barrel spotted by Mo. He misses that shot. Now Blocker's found him. How on earth has that even happened? A crippling mistake for Syman's T side. And Kios can't stand tall against the AWP of Mar. That should have been...
Syman, I think they'll be hungry at this point to maybe get an opening kill. Mo might want it. The AWP just scopes out and is forced away at the wrong time, if anything but a Molotov. And there's your openings for Mar and Patrick.
Oh, it's this aggressive CT positioning from Fate that works out beautifully on the A-bomb site. They just convert the first kills, and there's nothing Syman can do to reply to it, seemingly. They're going to have to play more passively in future gun rounds because this aggression from Fate is just dismantling them at the start of these. And it's Nicky who really wants to aggress through it and put a stop to it. He'll be flashed through even. He could be in a great position, but instead, it's Syman who do the damage. They lock in the 3-on-3, and Mo, if not careful, could get peeked at himself by Mar on the rifle. Blockers come over from the B bomb site, and Syman, while they found 2 kills, they've yet to find much map control. The nade will put Neelan down. It gets more difficult for the T's.
Mar, I think just got spotted out by the AWP, and the AWP just doesn't click, doesn't find anything. Mo even eliminated by Mar. And now Kios certainly isn't impossible to come off a winner or loser here. Look towards E-Box, just losing the time and somehow still alive. Realistically, this is just a bait for Blocker behind them to peek and scope in.
When they were on the T side of Overpass, Fate as well, statistically speaking, is a stronger T side here on Train. So Syman won as many rounds as they can muster on the offensive side. This time they get the first kill, but Mars immediately replied on to Norbert. Blocker as well finds Kios. Things go from bad to worse before they get better. Syman recovering partially, but Blocker's AWP and Mars rifle still dangerous prospects and alive in the server.
Well, they perfectly read that. They're aware that Pop Dog was the concern. In fact, the bomb was going to go down, but they can't go for this. Blocker now needs one more to maybe take out his opponents. This is the closest Syman got to winning, and the AWP just shuts it down completely. 8-up Fate. They've won the half, Syman.
2 tiers firmly above them. You have to use utility properly. You have to use tactics properly. Otherwise, you're just going to get wrecked here on Train. Syman, they want to recover this half, but Nicky's already recovered the kill in this round and brought it into the 4-on-4. They attack B yet again, but Blocker, he finds a kill before going down. He shouldn't have had that opportunity. Still, he's afforded it, and this is still a winnable round now from the Fate side. Norbert, or Neelan even,
missed the info of the second player who's already pushed up as close as Oil and Hearn. He wants and expects a player behind him, but the connector player now dead. It's a 2-on-1, and Nicky can even just try and stick this. He had the kit, but didn't have the chance to come off better.
Waiting over on that side of the map, it may be Neelan actually who's holding actively on the bomb train, but instead it could be Mo under pressure. They look to explode into ladder room. He goes down early. And Fate now have all the options in the world. They don't even have to commit to A if they don't want to. That's prompted out some aggression now from Kios on the flank.
Well, Neelan just focused really on White Train. The flashes come in. The shot's not too, at least, progressive. But they don't even play the bomb site. That should have been something by Neelan, but it's so awkward. Fate, they're coming off so much more stronger than the CIS opponents and Kios. I don't know what really this Belgian player can do individually. Too much work to do for a one-man army against 4 Fate players who effectively stormed and controlled that site so perfectly. Patrick does fall, but that's all the damage he might find off of this.
Yeah, Neelan realistically there just whiffing the shots in the B bomb site. Can't get anything done.
From an overall series point of view, the early damage though gives Mo the initial kill going forward. Just running up on top. Oh, he could have got the second. Blocker just takes damage. The nade might be something else, but it's minimal. And it's Fate a lot quicker this time to at least get a bomb down on A.
They have the plan, and now Syman needs the way back in. Neelan may have found it with the kill on to Patrick. Space created from T-Con, but Kios needs to find Blocker as well. He does so, and Syman, they have a breath of life in the round. The team aces, all 5 players hit their entries.
Then quick down Ivy, but for now isn't going to be gifted because Syman this time just had no need to aggress in Ivy. In fact, the aggression is a winner down in A main, and Kios just doubles up, meaning this round hasn't gone to plan. There's an AWP and 2 AQs for Fate left to make a play. They're all trapped essentially deep in Ivy. Syman have done the hard task. This AWP, in fact, loses. There's a reason why Han might have wanted the AWP.
Mo finds the legs, not the body. And now there are 2 orbs alive on the T side. Only temporarily, though, as Spam through the smoke takes out 1, and the grenade nearly follows up onto a second. Cade, he's got another one in his hands. But he's on the wrong side of the map, unfortunately, to try and utilize it. Kios going down to that orb in the hands of Nicky. It gets the information that there are still Fate players on this side of the map, and Cade has an opportunity to end things, but Mar instead has opened up the opportunity for his team, landing the headshots. This man is an animal. Stop peeking him, I beg you. Norbert now left in the 1-on-2, defending actively in that B bomb train. Fate could still decide to go into connector should they choose here, but Nicky instead pushes straight up. I don't think they expect him to be here, but he's in the smoke. Norbert doesn't know where the bomb's being planted. Nicky's in front of him. He's got the first kill, but now in the smoke, he holds the defuse. Is his opponent going to expect it? Mar, he thinks it's a bait, and Syman closed out bait.
But he flicked around at the right time. He's now looking deep into that first tunnel. It's going to be so down to time in Hearn. Perfect. As he eliminates an M4, but Neelan on site just gets traded out. So Fate now have an advantage. The player on site, Norbert, had to do so much more. And all of a sudden, Fate on one side with pistols now have an opportunity to certainly come off for 12. And open an M4, the weapons left to play retake. But are they going to clear Pop Dog? This angle by Cade could be so impactful. And he just needs to really get the timing. One on the time, one towards Sandwich. There goes Hearn. And he just knows that this deagle could think Nicky could so be dead.
Mo has to land the AWP shot. He can't get it. Mar is so good on the AK. Heroics being performed for Fate at the moment as Cade in the 1v2 has no room for error. Swings right, finds Mar. Now he has a player on the left to worry about. It's the deagle, but it lands the headshot despite the CT dink coming through. And Fate steal round 12 away. To again slow the commitment, but the bomb not in a position to commit anywhere realistically. They're faking out utility on the side. They've drawn players in, but it's Norbert who has to go big in Pop Dog. Gets 1, gets 2, but with the pistol, Hans missed the shot. How is he still alive? He's picked up an M4 again. Norbert, the hero of the round, takes down Han as well. Eventually, he will fall to the flames, and Patrick gets a second on the way in. But Syman have done a great job to hold on the bomb. I don't know if there's enough time. They just about look to plant it. Patrick left alone, though, tagged up solo, deploying a flash to try and bail himself out, but Syman will reply with the round. It hurts if you're Mar, and it hurts if you're Nicky and Blocker as well. They eat the follow-up grenade, and Norbert in Pop Dog has work to do still. He gets Patrick through the floor. This is why you don't see T's ever aggress into this angle and try and win the range battle, because your CTs just have an advantage. Kios has stayed around in his aggressive Ivy position. Are Fate going to expect it?
Norbert's got one over towards B as well. Look at the bomb drop. They can't even trade that. It's an AK coming off better. It's Kios and Syman who do enough to tie up this game. 12 apiece. At one stage, probably weren't even in with a shot of saying anything in this round. But look at this fast play towards B. It might be the answer, but it's not. Cade, he gets to initial ones. Blocker is the man to fight back. The CT advantage just cut short. The AWP finally wakes up for Fate.
Oh, now it does wake up indeed. To get to safety. Now he's done so at least temporarily. Kios on his left. They want to flank him to Blocker and get him. They want Han's AWP to peak soon as well, because they know they don't have the time. Han missing another shot. Kios deploys the smoke. Finds the next kill. The player in heaven. Somebody has to get on the bomb eventually. It's so messy for Syman. Where's the kid? They're spraying into the smoke. They find the kill and they get the defuse in time. Syman on 14. That's one of the messiest rounds of Counter-Strike anyone has ever seen. 1-0 down in the series already. Fate need to reply. Chaos goes down first to Mars rifle. That's the way they want to start. Norbert followed up in quick succession as well, and the trades aren't coming through quickly enough for Syman in this round. Neelan towards T-Con, turns around at the perfect moment, finds the kill, but eventually he'll be overwhelmed too, and Cade from Connector is found as well. Fate immediately pick one up, 13 to 14.
Ball might have been there for the T-sided AWP to really go for the peak. In fact, read perfectly by Mo, who just takes out Hearn. The AWP can be recovered, but for Fate, it's not an advantage. The perfect flash. It's Syman back in control, and they might have at least found their way towards series points.
That was literally the perfect flash in Ivy. A half a second later, and Mar could get an opening kill. Now B under pressure. Cade gives his position away, but Mo's found the opening kills. Blocker's only on 3. And Cade surrounded, is taken down by Nicky. It's perhaps in favor of Syman. Nealon peeks first, and Nealon takes him out. Map point, series point for Syman.
And Fate, they've got to be so needy and hungry to get an opening kill. It's a bit more defensive, but up close. In fact, Norbert just trades out. Mar gets the initial one.
Oh, Norbert, the flash is great, but it works out for Mar in the end on the spray, as he's just lower HP. Norbert in the end. Kios will find one in reply, and Nealon staying alive at the back of the bomb train. This could be vital. Patrick is in an aggressive position at the moment. He really is looking for a kill. He can hear all of this stepping around. You can see that's why I've not peeked until the last moment. But Cade trades him out at the minimum. And now it's 2 AWPs to win the round. Hahn and Blocker. But look at this from Kios on the flank. Hahn's turned around at the perfect moment. But will he land the shot? He will. Neos doesn't expect it to be ready. And Cade now is left alone. 1 on 2. Blocker's going to plant. And he's going to have an AWP covering him too. Cade. Oh, Hahn misses the opening shot. He swings round for Blocker. Cade can't turn around for the second bow. And Fate stay in it by the skin of their teeth.
That is the concern. It's M4's playing long range. Kios doesn't even have a weapon. As the smoke goes down, Norbert, in fact, does find the opening. And they've now seen where the bomb is, and that's huge.
Oh, Cade jumps off the train. Mo finds the last kill, and it's all over just like that. Fate. They try and charge into the B-bomb site, but they are denied at the death of things by Syman, who take train 16-14 and put the final nail in the series. Are there any closing thoughts from you, Louis?